Hey friends, Lola here. First of all, I hope you can hear me. As you're coming in, let me know if my connection is good and if you can hear me okay. You won't be able to see me today because I got my screen blacked out. I did not want to come on, but I had to come on. And I apologize in advance if my energy is low. I'm actually really tired. And I'm on here because again, something is like bubbling up in me and I've got to talk to you about it. And it's actually been bubbling up for a few days. I've been holding on to it. And if I don't talk, then I probably will just not talk about it. I might write about it later. Or there's a chance that these words will never see the light of day. Grace and peace, JK Smith. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. I super appreciate you being a part of my YouTube channel as I am slowly growing it and on my way to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for being a subscriber, and also thank you for just supporting me over there. I see you come on often and I super appreciate it. Who else is in the room? Let me know you're in here. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Again, you're not going to see me, but just let me know you can hear me okay. Now, the reason that I'm on is there's something that has been bubbling out of me over the past week. And I've made notes. Grace and peace, Shakira. I see you join. You're on my text community. So super thanks. And shout out to you for being a part of my text community and also a part of my Facebook family. Okay. Shakira, let me know she can hear me. Awesome. Great. Thanks for letting me know that because I definitely need to know it. You all won't be able to see me today because I got the screen just audio only, which okay, I almost got distracted and started talking about something else, but I'm not doing that today. So when I'm tired, I get distracted a lot more than when I'm not tired. I think when I'm tired, my willpower just lets me say a lot more stuff that I would normally control with willpower. But when I'm tired, the willpower is just like, look, you out here and you don't feel like doing nothing. Go ahead and get as distracted as you want to because I'm not burning any energy trying to reel you back in. But anywho, let me get back on this message. So for the past week, different different things have been dropping into my heart. Different words have been dropping into my heart, and I've just made note of them. And I didn't look at them like they were connected, and I didn't even think that I was going to come on and talk about it. But I was like, I gotta come on and talk about it because today, as I'm doing some work, it just starts dropping on me again. And I'm like, I have to talk about it. So this was the first thing that triggered me this morning. This morning, I thought about someone that I love and I care about deeply. And I think about people often and I pray for them and I speak blessings over them when I think about them. And sometimes I'll let them know and sometimes I don't. The reason that I sometimes let them know is because people need to hear that you're thinking about them. They need to hear that you care about them. They need to hear wonderful thoughts. We don't need to wait until people die to say good things about them. We need to say good things about people as often as we can. That's what we're supposed to do. And then we need to speak it to them. So I was reaching out to this person that I love deeply and saying hey, listen, you're a blessing and I'm praying for you and blah 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 blah. And as they were talking to me, grace and peace, Diane, I see you on here. You're joining from YouTube. Super appreciate for you for being part of the community. And that's another thing. When I'm tired, y'all, I will mess up a word because it's like my mouth don't even want to work. But anyways, let me get back onto this. Thank you for joining, Diane. I appreciate you. So I reach out to this person and they respond back and they're like, they say, I love you and all of that stuff. And then they tell me whoa, something life changing is happening for them. And when they told me something was something life changing was happening for them, I thought about the scripture from Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verses 8. And it's a two-part verse, so it has an A and a B, but I'm just telling her the A part. So I'm like, Ecclesiastes 7 and 8 says that the end of a matter is better than its beginning. It says that the end of a matter is better than its beginning. And, this is one of my favorite verses. I love anything that makes me think. So like Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, that's stuff that makes me think and get reflective. Like I love it. So this is one of my favorite verses. I've talked about this and I will talk about this until the day I transition. You know what I'm saying? But okay, let me get back focused here. Felicia, grace and peace. Glad to have you on. Monica, grace and peace. Glad to have you on. Thank you all for being part of the community. Felicia, I just saw your post on Facebook and I didn't comment to it because I was like, let me stay focused and get on here and give this message and get off. But I actually was like, man, you need to be in here, but I didn't want to send you the link and send you the link and say, come in. I just was like, I felt like you needed to be here and hear this. Monica, I'm also glad that you're here and you can hear this message too. I'm glad that all of y'all are here and even the people that aren't commenting and saying that you're here. So let me get back into this. I tell this person the end of a matter is better than its beginning. And when things end, when opportunities close, it can be heartbreaking, you all. There's a level of grief that you can experience because it's like, wow, I've done this for so long. Well, what do I do next? And that scripture to me, it just helps me realize that a new beginning is on the horizon, kind of like the season that we're coming into, right? Winter is a season where everything has died. The earth, the plants, they have gone into remission, so to speak. They've gone into a place of dormancy. Some people, their grass doesn't grow because they have grass that goes dormant in the winter and it looks dead, but it's not dead. It's like it'll come back out in spring. And then other people have grass that just stays green all year. But anyways, so right now we're in a season naturally where we're moving from winter to spring. We're moving from a place where things are ending and it's like, oh man, there is a level of grief that we feel because something is dying, something is ending, we're losing something. And then there's also like some attachment we have for that thing. And it can sometimes be hard to see the opportunity beyond what you have lost and what has died. But when I think about that scripture, the end of a matter is better than its beginning. I see just like I see what I'm seeing out in the world right now, which I'm in North Carolina and our weather has been warm. So a lot of our plants are beginning to bloom. I have an American elm tree that my husband and I wanted to get topped. And that means to have it cut down lower because it's getting really big and we don't want it to get too big because then it'll get really expensive to cut. And so we're like, let us maintain this thing before it gets huge. And so this American elm, the buds are starting to come out. My husband got a pear tree last year. The pear tree, the the leaves are already on it. Like so, it's not even at the place of where you just see a little green ball budding up on some dry stem on a tree that looks dead. It's like full grown, beautiful green lush leaves, and then I have like a red bud that is starting to produce, and I have leaves on a rose bush that's coming back out. And it's like all of this life is coming back. So when we're in this place of where we can feel that something is changing, and for some of us, that something is coming to a close. Okay, when we're in this place, I just want you to first have that mindset of the end of a matter is better than its beginning. And yes, something is closing, but there are new opportunities on the horizon. And so when I was talking to this person, I was like, oh my gosh, this word dropped in my heart in February, and let me share this word with this person. And so I shared this word in my Facebook group. If anyone wants to add the Facebook group link down below, I'd super appreciate it. It's the Smoking Profit Podcast, Dreamers Ignited. Dreamers Ignited. And yeah, if you want to join the group, by all means, come in there, just answer the questions and you can get access to the group. You'll see what we're about. If you like it, stay. If you don't like it, then leave. It's okay. It's all good. Trust me. So on February 21st is when this word dropped into my heart. But I hear a word dropping in my heart. Try next month. You are marching into a time of opportunities. Dust off the discouragement of the past and try again. Try next month. next month being March, which is the month that we're in now. We're just in day 2 of March. Try. Don't accept anything less than the unimaginable. Incredibly unimaginable opportunities are about to enter your life. And so when I'm telling her, like, the first thing, the end of a matter is better than its beginning, new opportunities are on the horizon. Then I just started texting her, like, hey, new opportunities are opening up for you. And then I remember, like, hey, I got this word. So I sent this word, and I'm like, that was one little signal for me. It was one positive trigger telling me, you need to talk about this. And then I have like three more notes that I have made to myself that I didn't realize were connected the moment I made them. But now that I'm here, I realize they're connected now. Gio, I've been thinking about you. I pray that you and your family are just doing well in that beautiful, beautiful little bundle of joy, which is no longer like a little tiny thing now, but just is doing so well. I thought about you maybe like a week ago, and I was praying for you. And I just, man, just beautiful things. I want beautiful things to come to you this season as opportunities open up. You're a beautiful person, but God can outmatch the beauty that you have within. And I'm just praying that He just floods you with just beautiful stuff, unimaginable, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Monica Denise McDowell, thank you for adding that there. I super appreciate it. So let me give you the first thing that I got. There are things that will try to stop you from getting these incredibly unimaginable opportunities that are here and that are opening up to enter your life. And one thing is grief and attachment, which is what I've kind of already talked about. When we're moving from one thing to the next, we get sad, because we've gotten comfortable with what we had, or maybe what we had meant a lot to us. Maybe it's a role at a job and it meant a lot to us, or maybe we really loved the state we were living in, and now we have to move and go somewhere else. Or maybe you got a promotion and it's bittersweet because you have to leave a really amazing team and then go work with people that you don't know. And you're like, Jesus, please let these people be as nice or more amazing than the people that I'm leaving. Grace and peace, Carolyn. Thank you for joining. I super appreciate you for being part of my text community and seeing that I'm on here live and that you are coming on. Gio, thank you. I super appreciate you for thinking about me. Sarita Hope Oates, thanks for coming on. You're part of my text community too. I appreciate you being here and coming on, as you saw that I'm in the broadcast. So that's like the first thing that can stop us from getting incredibly unimaginable opportunities in our lives. It's like we're stuck on what we're losing, what we're leaving, what is dying. The grief, it captures our hearts. It captures our hope. Even it stops us from seeing the opportunity that's coming on the horizon. It's like I can see it. It's like the sun. When the sun comes up in the morning and it's darkness, but then the sun starts coming up and there's all this light and you can see what's there. So it's that grief and that attachment that will stop us from getting there and stop us from seeing, ding, 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 point number 2, that the place that we're in doesn't really fit our lives anymore. So I'm I'm looking at, one of our Bambinos, and they have this book bag that I've been trying to get them to get rid of for the longest, and they had another book bag, but then that book bag got cat throw up on it, and they were like, I just absolutely don't want this book bag anymore. Yes, it got cat throw up on it. And I'm like, we can wash cat throw up off. And they're just like, no, I don't want it. Like, I don't want this book bag. And so I'm like, okay. And so they bring out this old book bag that they had, and I did not pay it much attention until one day I pulled up and I looked at them with this book bag on, and I'm like, this book bag does not fit you anymore. And then I said, when did I buy this book bag? Wait a minute. I bought this book bag when you were so little. You were tiny when I bought that book bag. Like, this thing does not even fit you anymore. So I immediately was like, you're getting a new book bag today. I said, you're going to throw that book bag away. And I try not to be so authoritative. I try not to like tell our Bambinos, like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, especially because they're getting older. So when your children are like 2, 3, 4, 5, they need you to like tell them everything. As they get older, they need you to give them room to explore. They need you to give them room to start expressing themselves, learning how to talk and be heard, so that you don't suppress their personalities and who they are, and then have them walking around daily as an adult acting like a chameleon, just trying to fit in because they don't know how to deal with conflict, they don't know how to express themselves, or because they felt like their opinions weren't respected and weren't valued. Okay, so our children are at the point of where I'm teaching them. I'm teaching them to be expressive, and I don't want to just come in and start throwing their stuff away, because they care about it. They care about it, even if I'm like, man, this stuff is raggedy. I said raggedy on purpose. It's old. It's terrible. And so I had to come in though with a hammer and just lay out the judgment like I was the judge in the house. And I was like, I'm throwing this book back away. Immediate response was, do you have, hold on really quickly. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh Lord. Miss Ann's dog is out. Okay. I'll, I'll, I'll call her. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, Nika. Stay right there. Friends, I have to call my neighbor. Her dog is out. It's a pretty blue pit, but it is out. So I'm going to have to end this because I don't think she'll answer. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, friends. And the dog does not stay outside, so she will accidentally run out into traffic and almost get hit. And we care about her. So listen, I'm going to disconnect really quickly and I'm going to come back on. Please come back and join me and I'll finish up and do this. I'll be right back. Okay. Bye.